fans view. A little bit later, I was out for a meal with family that we've got over on a holiday, so I should have put it up in the community tab, but I was running late, and I wasn't actually going to do a live tonight. But Celtic have signed Adam Idah, allegedly, finally, at last, people are saying, in a deal. In a deal, yes. I'm just reading the comment that's came in from Daniel. I think this one will split the Celtic fan. This this will split the Celtic fans completely. This one is he better than Odsonne Edouard? That's the question that Celtic fans will be asking tonight. Celtic paid 9 million for Odsonne Edouard, who was younger than Adam Idah. Is Adam Idah worth 9 million? That's the question that's in the poll tonight. And the poll's currently set at 57% yes, 44. Let's get as many people on the votes. 27 votes already. 28. The votes are flying in for this one. We've just started. And let's get a feel for how the fans are feeling. It's running at 50% at the moment with 32, 37, 38. No, 53% is now in front, 41. Get the votes coming in. I think this is going to be an interesting night. There's other transfer news that's come out tonight also. Obviously, the one that we knew was going to happen. I just turn this light around. I need to. I'm not a bit. Do you know what I'm not doing? I'm not putting it back. There we go. That's what's wrong. Anyway, we didn't get to 18,000 subscribers before Adam Idah signed. Well, we've still got time, so if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure that you do until the official announcement up there. Look, 17,954. We need 56 before it is announced that Adam Idah is officially a Celtic player. And we'll get to that 18,000, but let's jump back into the comments section. It's at 50% still, really, 51 to 49% with 75 votes. There's 110 viewers. Get on your phone and get typing away. 9.5 million is far too much, says Paul Bears. I couldn't believe it when I got the text message. I was driving home and I got the text message and I'm like 9.5 for Adam Idah. And then if you think about it, right, the Celtic board haven't spent any money this summer. Now tonight isn't a dig at the board, it's not going to be that at all. But when we have bought Adam Idah for 8.5 million and add-ons to go to 9.5 million. Norwich also have a 15% sell-on clause. A 15% sell-on clause. We sold O for 4 million. We sold Lowell for 2 million. We sold Haksabanovic. We got money in for him. Who else have we sold? As it stands, we've hardly spent any money this summer, but it's interesting. We're at 100 votes already. We're at 51-49. The fans are split on this one. The fans are split. I'm going to stay on as long as we can for this. So share the video. Get as many people on. I'm going to share it onto Twitter. Doing a live poll. There we go. Doing a live poll. Share it on your Twitters. Adam Idah, about time. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I wanted to get Adam Idah in. Yes, I wanted it to be done deal. I wanted to get this one over the line. But 9.5 million. That's a record for Celtic. This will be our most expensive player ever. That is Celtic now saying that he's better than Odsonne Edouard when we brought Odsonne Edouard in. That's a big, and for him to now sit Now, is Brendan Rodgers seriously? The question is not about the price. Well, it is about the price. I mean, we bought Kyogo for far less. Are you trying to tell me that we're going to sit a £9 million striker on the bench to play second fiddle? Nah, not a chance. Not a chance. You cannot spend 9 million in Scottish football to have a player play second fiddle and get 15 minutes to 20 minutes every game. Not a chance. Which means that Brendan Rodgers doesn't think that Kyogo can last a season with his shoulder. Will he change it so that Kyogo then becomes second choice? Is that the reason that Kyogo Furiashi has changed to the CAA company and got the same agent as Ange Postecoglou? Anyway, Postecoglou. Leo Miles is in the house. I've been waiting for this one. This live as. Yeah, apologies for running late. Richard Smith, even though Tom Max in the house. Liam, think of the crucial goals from last season. 100% worth it. Liam, mm, if you're going to put that onto him, then Matt O'Reilly is a £30 million player. Going on that level of statistics, Liam, wouldn't you suggest? You would then suggest that Matt O'Reilly is a £30 million player, not a 20, not a 25 million, a £30 million player. He scored far more goals, a lot more goals, and a lot more assists. Got to remember, O'Reilly scored something like 19 goals and 18 assists. Matt O'Reilly, for half a season, scored 9 goals. I don't think he got anywhere near as many assists though. Anyway, Dave's Hifflep's in the house, Alan's in the house, Sean's in the house, Paul Baird's in the house, saying it's too much. The poll's still sitting with 146 votes. Still sitting at 50-50. The fans, the people that are online this evening, are sitting at 50% as it stands. Today, with prices, Ada's worth 10 million and needs to get it done and dusted together and get it all fucked. Kyogo Cannon last game, never mind the season. Can he last a game, never mind the season. Willie says French Eddie had to wait for his chance. Yeah, he did. Chris Sutton was 6 million, 25 years ago. I think if he played a crucial part in our season, Chris Sutton wasn't really a second. He didn't come on for 20 minutes. Chris Sutton was a starter. We played two strikers up front. So trying to compare that is completely different. We need to, if that is the case, we need to start playing two strikers up front. If that's what we're going to do, that's what we're going to do. Go shopping somewhere. It's £9.50. Tell Norwich to jog on. Martin says should have had a loan to buy deal. Yes, we should have in January. It would have been a lot less, but that the person involved in that deal has lost his job. We man, I'm going to turn that later on, but see if that makes a difference because it's shining in my coupon. Yeah, that's better. Let's see if I can dull it a bit. Yeah, that's better. It's still at 52 for yes, 48 for no. One of our own, great player, Desmond. I'm not saying he's not one of our own. I'm just questioning the price tag. Just questioning the price tag now. Matt is worth 50 million if Adam is worth 9.5 million, says Paul Baird. I think I'm with you with that one, Paul. I think I am with you with that one. If anybody thinks that they're going to come in and get Matt O'Reilly for on the cheap, if we're paying 9.5 million for Adam Idah. Now it's 8.5 million plus add-ons, plus 15% sell-on, which is absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Right, I've missed a lot of the comments. Tam Max, when I was sitting here with you, Max. Tam. Harley's in the house. The Celtic, the CFC will move Idah on for 20 million. Just watch. Is he a £20 million player though? Can you turn him into a £20 million player? It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. The Celtic fans spend. The Celtic fans again don't pay Celtic too much. Norman says Kyogo is great but easily pushed around. Brendan still play. Fans enough. Well, we need a third choice striker then. We desperately need a third choice striker because Adam Idah is as good as he is. Can he pick up And can Adam Idah? Here's the big question. This should have been another poll. We'll do this poll tomorrow night. Can Adam Idah say yes in the comments if you think that Adam Idah can score 25 goals this season for Celtic? It's a big ask. It's a massive ask. I mean, I did say that he could score 10 goals in half a season. So with that being said, if he gets the game time, he should be able to score 20 goals in the Scottish League. We and Adam Idah is not at that price. We'd rather have went for the Aberdeen player at 6.5 million. I think he went for 6.8 altogether, a bit more than that. You can spend 10 million on a striker that you might not be able to bear the weight of the Celtic shirt. At least we know that we're getting with Adam Idah. Yes, this is true. A lot of people saying yes. Can Adam Idah score 25 goals a season? Yes, 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 and 4 versus the Huns. Yes, no, says Rambo. Rambo says no. Wee Man Sham says no. I think. Look, I said, and I did say, and I wasn't far off it. I said when he came in at Christmas, I said Adam Idah can score 10 goals for Celtic. He has it in his locker. I'm just questioning the price. I'm not questioning him as a player. Has want to play for the club. I think Norwich have known that we're in a shitty position with only one striker, and they've played a blinder. Norwich have played a blinder. It's as simple as that. Norwich has played a blinder, and our PLC putting out the statement that look, our financials are fucking fabulous is only played into Norwich hands, if you ask me. But it is what it is. But it seems to be they've got the deal done over the line, and it's a big yeah. There are lots of yeses coming in saying that he could score 25 goals this season. He hasn't signed yet. No, he's not signed yet, Keith. But it's all over social media that the deal is done and dusted. There's quite a lot of reputable people in the industry saying that it is done and dusted, of a fee up to worth 9.5 million. It's been reported on Sky Sports also. 8.5 plus the add-ons, which is more than we paid for Odsonne Edouard. Sky says the Scottish champion Celtic have completed the signing of striker Odsonne. That's fuck off, arsehole. Somebody just sent me the wrong link. What the arse. Didn't even start the night. Anyway, one player that has left Celtic is the one and only Mohammed Bosun Lawwell, who took to Instagram and he said, "Thanks to everyone at Celtic FC for making my time at the club special. I wish the club nothing but success in the future." And that's all that he said in his stories. And then he's got Stoke City and Bosun Lawwell. Obviously, he was down there at the game at the weekend, took in the game at the weekend. And good luck to him. I'm actually disappointed that Celtic have sold him. And he wasn't ready for first team. And you can understand the player. He's obviously of a mind where, thank you God, he's put, new chapter, delighted to be a Potter. Let's get to work and make memories at Stoke City. He was a big lad, and I was kind of hoping that he would have broke through into the team. But when you seen him in midfield during the summer season, it didn't look as if he could fit right into that first team right now. And he's obviously had a bit of first team action last season, and he's went to the manager, look, if you can't give me first team football, I'd probably like to leave, boss, because I'm at that age where I should be really playing first team football, or in and around the first team. And Brendan's probably went, yeah, you're right, lad. Do you know what I mean? I can't see you getting in front of the players that are here in that position. I think that Celtic went down the wrong route and putting him in the midfield and listening to what went on at the club that he was at last season. I think they should have brought him back and put him back into defence and worked him on defence. But he's gone now. Bosun Lawwell is gone. We've got over £2 million for him, £3 million in total. Adam won us 2 titles, 3 next. He won us 1 title in the cup. Who knows? We play brute force up top, scoring 20 plus, in my opinion. Yes, he can do that. I'm really surprised that he left, the big man. Good luck to him. Yeah, I think I can understand why Bosun left, to be perfectly honest. But I thought that he would make the step up this season, and I think that him getting pushed into that midfield personally, I think if he'd stuck to the central defence and if he'd came in banging on Brendan Rodgers' door going, I'm a shit hot defender. No, I like playing in midfield. We don't know what's happened at the back. We don't know what happened. He played in midfield during pre-season and he wasn't all singing and dancing that he was meant to be last season. Anyway, up the cork, he's one of us and he will give it all. Yes, he will. He will give it all. Adam Idah will give it his all. All I'm doing is questioning whether or not Adam Idah is worth 9.5 million. And I'm asking the fans, and the fans that are on the live tonight are split. They're 230 and 240 votes so far in the 10 or so minutes that we've been on, and it's 50-50 split right down the middle. It's an interesting one. They are split right down the middle. We should pay big money and go for O'Shea's scale's not good enough. O'Shea's been sold, has he not? He's been sold already. We missed the boat with that one. About as good as Dembele, but we give us loyalty and he'll give us the extra edge. Is he as good as Dembele? He will give us that loyalty. There's one thing about Adam Idah. He's not going to be a journeyman that's going to try and jump ship at the next big thing. He's coming in because he wants to play for Celtic. Do you know what I mean? He wants to be here. He doesn't see Celtic as a stepping stone. Do you know, although there is that 15% sell-on clause, Celtic will obviously look at Adam Idah and say, right, can we turn him into a Champions League player? Can we turn him into a Champions League ready striker that someone will come in and put in a bid for 25 million plus? Because it's going to have to be, we're going to have to sell Adam Idah at 20 million plus to make a decent profit. Profit on what we bought him for, a profit on the 15%, and a profit on the wages that we're going to give him over the next couple of seasons. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. Nick says either goals in Europe will repay the fee. Well, let's hope he does. Let's hope he does, because he didn't play in Europe with Celtic last season because we were out. So he's got a lot of weight on his shoulders. He does have a lot of weight on his shoulders going into this Champions League, because at that kind of money, you're wanting a return. And you're wanting a return with goals scored. So let's hope and pray that the big man, that we can get him to score goals in the Champions League. And I want him to be a massive success. Carly says that we can't win. We can't win. 100% said that. I'm missing some of the comments. The same people who complained about Celtic lowboy are now complaining about the cost of Idah, worth every penny. PBL, I think it's not the fact that we're complaining about the cost. It was valued by Norwich at 3 million back at Christmas. It was valued by Norwich then at 3 million. It was said then by people down south that you'll get them for 3 million. Celtic didn't get in the option to buy clause, right? We didn't get in the option to buy clause. Now they wanted 6 million. Celtic went in with a low offer. They've now seen that Celtic are desperate. No, let's look at the current situation. We're not complaining about it. We're saying that Norwich has played a blinder. Listen, we all wanted Adam Idah, and I've been wanting Adam Idah since the start of the season. So I'm not complaining about what we paid for him. I just think that Norwich played a complete blinder with this one, getting the maximum that they can. Now, they know that Celtic are doing the exact same. We're playing a blinder. We brought in Matt O'Reilly for 1.5 million. We're trying to sell him for 25 million plus. So we're playing a blinder on that scale of things. So it levels itself out, and all I'm doing is asking the question of the people that watch the channel, is Adam Idah worth 9.5 million? And it is bang on 50%, with over 272 people voted, 275, and it's still at 50%. So there's 436 people on. There's been over 1,000 people watched the live already, and let me see if Adam Idah, you need to be a subscriber to the channel, so most of them won't be able to comment because they won't be a subscriber. Should have put it to non-subscribers tonight. Not a chance. We are sitting on 17,959. It isn't official that Adam Idah has signed yet. We need to get to that number by probably tomorrow, because it will be tomorrow. That Celtic, if it's a done deal tonight, it'll either be tomorrow evening. I think Celtic will get them rushed through the door as quick as. Will Celtic manage to get any other players in before the weekend? Now, we know that we needed a replacement for Kyogo because Kyogo has went down with that shoulder again. It'd be interesting to see if he's out for any length of time. It's been suggested that Mikey Johnston might be out for a couple of weeks with his eye injury, which then suggests that Mikey Johnson might not be sold this window. Has Mikey Johnson been told that he's third choice striker? That's an interesting one. Mikey Johnson was thought to be wanted back down south with the team that he was with last season. And could it be the case? Could it be the case that Mikey Johnston is third choice striker? How do you feel about that? Mikey Johnson is third choice striker, right? I've jumped right to the front of the comments. Sorry if I've missed your comments. Herman McCarthy's away. Yeah, that was last week that James McCarthy was away. Under the circumstances, is worth anywhere near it. Under no circumstances is he worth anywhere near it, says Tim. If Kyogo didn't pop his shoulder yesterday, our board would have waited longer to bring in a player. Lanky, you're exactly right. Lawwell omitted the loan to buy clause. Yeah, it was not Peter Lawwell, it was his son. It was his son that never got that written into the contract. What about Matt Hummels for centre back? I'm not too sure about that one. Tam Mack says the conversation should end here at 9.5 million for Adam Idah. It's not happening, says Tam Mack. This conversation should end here at 9.5 million. It's not happening. Well, yep, a centre back before the end of the window the week. Chris Mahon comes to mind. That's his opinion, says Lanky. Hudolika says Ida is lucky to be worth half of that. Celtic should have signed the Aberdeen player. I'm not too sure. Not too sure. He'll be on more than £5,000 a week, that's for sure. It's Martin Lanky. Third choice striker is Johnny Kenny. Johnny Kenny, well, he's out on loan, so he's not a third choice striker. He's not a third choice striker because he's out on loan for the season. Thinking Rebel Cork either could turn out to be another Frank Stapleson positive step. Mikey Johnson, third choice, not for me. No, it's not for me either, so, but never mind. We'll wait and see. They've got a 50% sell-on clause. Hopefully we'll see a 3-5-2. That shoulder needs surgery. Does it need surgery because it keeps popping out? How do you... It's popping out of its socket, so I don't know if there's any surgery that they can do for that. I would have thought it was upper body training that would probably strengthen the muscles around this area to stop it from popping out. But what do I know? I'm not a physical expert. Maybe if there's somebody that's a gym fanatic or something that knows anything about dislocations that can come on and talk to us about that on the channel. Carly says, y'all will be eating your words when Idah rattles in 30 goals for us. Carly, I don't think is he a Lee Griffiths that could score that many goals? I'll take him for scoring 25. I did say that he could score 10 in half a season, so you've got to equate that to a full season would be 20 goals. I hold my hand up. If I think he can get 25, it'll be fantastic if he does, and it'll give us a new option with the striking department. And as you say, will Celtic go to a 3-5-2? Will Celtic change it up completely? I don't think so. I don't think that we've got the boys at the back, and I don't think that Brendan... He's not going to change his system. He's not going to change his system. He never done it through pre-season. You never saw us play 3-5-2 during pre-season. If we had seen a change of tactics to a 3-5-2 in pre-season, I would have thought that he's going to try it. But no, I think he's going to still go with the two wingers. I think he wants to go with Adam Idah and Kyogo running through the middle, and then if the ball comes off, you've got the two wide players coming in at the posts to help, like the goal that Kuhn scored at the weekend with Jamesy Forrest. Kyogo tries to get the ball, it goes out to Jamesy Forrest. Jamesy Forrest then gets it to Kuhn at the back post. Tactically, it works. is it good? For me, I would rather two strikers in the box and your two wingers coming in anyway. So it gives you four in the box rather than three. But I'm just an old school football guy. Big Dom says, I'll come and play left back, Buzz, to save the board a bit of money. Says Big Dom. Replaced O with Adam Idah, 4 million. 100% worth it. So it's basically 4 million we've spent when you look at that. Yeah, Alistair, when you look at it like that, you could say we've only spent 4 million. Shanklin would do, yep, Shanklin could have done. I miss Super League. I miss Super League too. I got my picture taken with Lee Griffiths loads of times. Once in Kirkcaldy when he came through to the Joseph Rafferty Celtic Supporters Club annual dance. Lee Griffiths came through there and he had a fantastic blether. And then the next time I saw him and got my picture taken with him, the 2 years were going into Ibrox together. Yep, the 2 years were going into Ibrox, and I'm like, all right, Griff. That was absolutely fantastic. And got my picture taken with him in the queue going into Ibrox, the time where we won against him and he stood on this top tier waving the tricolour. It was absolutely brilliant. Brilliant day. Absolutely brilliant day. I'm surprised that Dyson isn't getting played through the middle. And we need him for his pace on the wing, I think. Who really cares? It's where he's at his best, I think, is on the wing. Good player, goal scorer. No one is disputing that. All what I'm asking in the poll is Adam Idah worth 9.5 million? We've got 362 votes. 361, it's just went 362, and it's still at 50% with the fan base, which is amazing that it's still at 50% with the people that are subscribed to the channel and that can vote. Carly says Liam will be saying that when he scores 50 goals a season and Celtic sell him on for 30 million. He'd have to be a prolific goal scorer in Europe for Celtic to want 30 million for Adam Idah. He would have to be a seriously prolific goal scorer. Can we give him enough service in Europe? Can we break teams down enough in Europe? And can we make enough opportunities in Europe for Adam to become that kind of prolific goal scorer at a European level? Now, we all want him to do as best as we can, and if he can do that, and then obviously he's going to turn into what the Celtic would then value as a £30 million player. But then you've got the equation that you need to take into it, that we've got a 15% sell-on clause to his team. Not a 40 million, says Carly. This is Sparky, the Tesco shoplifter. Shanklin is nowhere near good enough for Celtic. Forget about it. Forget about Shanklin. He's not coming to Celtic now. If anything, we'll bring it in. If Mikey Johnson isn't the third choice striker, you'll probably find that we'll bring in a younger striker that will come through as third choice. We all know what you meant. Tim Billy says never makes obviously looks a real bargain. Makes Aberdeen player look a bargain. Would have paid that for either a month ago. Would we have paid that? There's a good question. Would we have paid if Norwich came out at the beginning of the summer and said we want 8.5 million for Adam Idah? Celtic fans to a T would have went, not a chance. Not a chance is he worth that. Not a chance. Shanklin is a Hun fan. Yeah, he's never coming to Celtic anyway. Can Kyogo not get a version? Where's that? It's gone. A version. American shoulder pad. Without the large shoulder pads, I have no idea. It wouldn't be allowed in football. Just seen Norwich has got a 15. Lanky, I said that. You're not listening to what I'm saying. Norwich are getting a 15% sell-on clause. I've said that all the way through the video. I've said it through the video. They're getting a 15% sell-on clause. It's madness. It's absolute madness. BBC reports 5 million plus add-ons. Well, according to Sky, it's 8.5. Let me just jump on to ask a man that knows. Anthony. Yep, Anthony Joseph. Anthony Joseph says Celtic have agreed a deal worth up to 9.5 for Norwich City for striker Adam Idah. It's understood the initial fee will be 8.5 million with 1 million add-ons. Norwich City also have a 50% clause into the deal. And that's from Anthony Joseph from Sky, who is the top Sky Scottish journalist. So I think he'll know a thing or two if that deal is happening. Oh, Aberdeen have bought a player. Confirmed Aberdeen Helsinki winger in the region of 800,000. Helsinki winger. It's a bit thin. Uh, 3 minimum. Right, let me get back to it. What I was sitting with at the poll, we're sitting at over 400 votes, and it's still 51%, 51% for 50-50. It's back at 50-50, 50-50. Wow. Over 200 fans this evening think that Adam Idah is worth 9.5 million, and 200 fans think that he's not worth 5 million. Paul Baird says maybe Adam will stay long enough that he won't be sold. There's a good question, and it doesn't say the length of the deal. It doesn't say the length of the deal. I'm taking it it's going to be on at least a minimum of a 4 to 5 year deal with Adam Idah. At minimum, it's got to be at least a minimum of that kind of day, at that kind of money. Celtic will want him tied in a long deal so that they have the asset to sell on. Celtic aren't going to have spend 9.5 million and then put him on a 3-year contract. There's no way of that, because then that means that they then will be looking to sell the player within a year to a year and a half to a year and a half anyway, 2 years. I think they'll get Adam on a 5-year contract. That seems to be the way that the club are doing it just now, which is great. It predicts the investment that the club is making, and it also gives the club that opportunity to sell on the player for a decent amount of money. Surely no more loan without. Our recruitment negotiations messed up with Idah, says Big Dom. Yes, they did that. Board are probably selling Matt O'Reilly tonight to get their money back plus interest. Well, we're just waiting on that one. I'm just waiting on the 25 million offer coming in. Worth it or not, we've got the money, get him in. Carly, it's a done deal. It's a done deal. When Anthony Joseph and that are talking about it, for me, it's a done deal. 8.5 million for a deal up to 9.5 million. Fair play to Norwich. Fair play to Norwich. Yes, he'll be at Celtic for the rest of his days, says Grant Cunningham. And Desmond Donnelly says, we've just paid $1 million per goal for last season. Paid $1 million per goal for last season. Well, that's true. He scored 9 goals for Celtic. It's interesting that Celtic are I've seen that one. Celtic reject that bid. I've seen that one. Why is there no new updates? Owen Beck. Celtic are back at Liverpool for Owen Beck. Can they do a deal for Owen Beck? Will Celtic pay the money that Liverpool want? And is he better? Is Owen Beck better than Greg Taylor? Is the big question. But it will definitely give him competition, and it fulfills the Scottish side of it. No mention of price. Bournemouth whether his chances in Scotland at that time. There's no mention of price at this time. Don't care how much it costs. Comments are flying in now with over 520 people on the live. And we're going to start doing lives more at this time. We should baby reindeer the board if they don't get the wallet out, says Carly. The board won't pay 3 million for Beck. Well, I think they will. If they're paying 9 million for Adam Idah and Liverpool want 3 million for Beck, why won't they pay it? Why won't they pay it? How long is left on Matt O'Reilly's contract? He's got 4 years left on his contract, Lauren. 4 years left on O'Reilly's contract. The Blue Noses wouldn't get 9.5 million for their whole squad. Welcome home, Ida sells Celtic boy. So there is also big news. If you see that Carly has that little thing next to her, in the next couple of weeks, she should actually start getting her comments highlighted because she is a channel member. Liverpool want 3 million. If it's 3 million, I mean, I don't know, I think pay it. Pay it. If they want 3 million, pay it. He was going to be in the Scotland team. Um, it gives us another Scottish player for the European quota, and I think that that is all. So I think we should just pay it. If that's the player that Brendan Rodgers wants, get him in. Anyway, we are sitting on the One Celtic Fans View Celtic Supporters Club membership on YouTube. We're sitting at 25 members. Last night we had Sarah Ann join, we had Derek O'Rourke join, we had J1888 join, Mike Powers join, and Stephen Johnson also joined last night or thereabout, which is fantastic. And I have emailed the guy regarding setting up the official One Celtic Fans View, an official Celtic Supporters Club. So I'll keep you updated for that. Big factor in Ida, he wants to be at Celtic. I think so. That's it. Seeing that we just sold for Bounlaw for 2 million. Yeah, that's true. That's true. 39 subs to go. 39 subs to go. That's right. 39 subs to go before we sign Adam Idah. Can we get this done? I'll need to go live tomorrow morning. I'll need to go live about 3 or 4 times tomorrow so that we hit the 18,000 before Celtic put out the announcement tomorrow evening that Adam Idah is a done deal. Adam Idah is a done deal. But the thing is, he's got to come up. He's got to get his medical. He's got to get his pictures taken. Can they rush through that all in one day? They've never done it with Paulo Bernardo. Took them a couple of days. We'll wait and see. How much is it? Lucky Green Man, it is $4.99 a month on the chat. You'll see it if I put it up. Let me see if I get a link for it. So down levels. Where the hell is it? Oh, there it's there. And that, and that, and that. Oops, there we go. Can't wait to get my kit from my eyes. Everything says Carly. Joe Boy says Manhattan Street photos. The way I look at it, Ida was instrumental in winning the league. I think the millions that he's earned us, yes. And the fact is, he helped us win the league. He helped us get into the Champions League. We do have the £50 million coming in from the Champions League. I just wanted to ask the questions of the fans. I think he will score over 20 goals this season for Celtic. I said last season when he came in that he would score 10 goals. I think he could score 20 goals easily. 20 goals easily. Carry forward that a few a month. You get a free month. You'll get a free scarf, Carly. Anyway, we're still sitting. There's been four. I wanted to get to 500 votes. We're just shy of 500 votes. We're at 489, 490, 491, 493. There's 500 people. There's been over 2,000 people on the live, and we've only had been over 2,226 people on the live, but we have only had 497 votes so far, and the fan base is split down the middle that's been able to vote, that have voted. We move Quan, get Kobe for good messages, sign McGowan. Johnny says Adam Idah is worth as much to Celtic as wanting to pay for him. Well done to the club and for supporting the manager. Exactly. I mean, why didn't the board get the deal done quicker, though? I think that. And the only reason I'm saying that is because Brendan Rodgers spoke about it during pre-season. He spoke about the fact that during pre-season you can work on tactics, you can work on change of formations, you can work on set play pieces and things that we can do in games to change games, whether it be teams sitting on a low block, teams sitting wide, teams sitting high up against us, whether we've got to defend more when it comes into European football arena. And I think that Adam Idah has missed out on a lot of that, and any player that comes out has missed out on all those training sessions, and they're going to have to play catch up to get up to the speed with everybody else in the squad. The squad's in a place where it's came through pre-season, and everyone knows their job, everyone knows exactly what they're going to do, and everyone's focusing on pushing everyone to be better as a player and as a team and as a squad, and that togetherness can push us forward to win things this season. I just wish that we had got them in earlier. I wish we had got him in just that little bit earlier. Turnkey says, great player last season. Strength up front, big we need, filled it. Norwich doing great business. Yeah, exactly. Get him in against the Sevco, he'll do the business. Yes, he will that. Adam is a proven goal scorer for Celtic. Some players are made for teams, and Celtic is his team. Yes, it is that. He'll be in against Hibs. Yes, he will. He will be in against Hibs. More League Cup ticket sales at this to increase. And we should be sold out for that game, are we not? Great chat, Paz. Troops comments are class, says Desmond. I've not been catching up with all the chats. Brighton and Bournemouth are now looking to bid for Matt O'Reilly. There's a deal in the works. Good news is before real bad news. Come on, the Celtic board. I think that if the Adam Idah is the good news, and the bad news is that we're selling Matt O'Reilly for 25 plus million. We need to spend 3 million on Beck. We need to spend money on a defender. We need to bring in at least another winger, I think. Maybe a midfield player and definitely a third choice striker. But is Mikey Johnston that third choice striker? Right, we're at 528 votes. We're trying to tell you the next target is 600 votes. So if you haven't voted, please do, because there's been over 2,368 people on the live, with there's 500 currently on it just now, 529 votes. It is starting to go the way that he's worth the 9.5 million now. 53% of people that have came onto the live have said yes, Adam Idah is worth 9.5 million. O'Reilly will go between 36 and 43 million, or he won't go, says Kaiser. All right, mate, how you doing? I think that the money that Celtic want, if they want 25 million plus add-ons to get it to the 30 million, I think that Celtic are, like, it comes to, we don't want to really see him go. But if he comes in for a bid for 25 to 30 million, there's only one thing that's going to happen. Sell Mikey and buy somebody else. But the manager likes Mikey Johnson. He knows that what Mikey Johnson can do. He knows that when Mikey Johnson went away last season, he had the weight of the shoulders of the shirt taken off him. Now, it might be the case that if Mikey Johnson didn't get smashed in the face at the weekend, then Mikey Johnson might have had a good game and he might have scored. We don't know. We just have to trust the manager. But a lot of fans have said that Mikey Johnson's had more than enough chances at Celtic. For one, I'm going to back the manager on this one. I think that if he is going to be a third choice striker, it all comes down to whether Mikey Johnston wants more game time. I'm all for having Mikey Johnston as a third choice striker, I'll be honest, rather than going spend money on somebody that we don't think, we've no idea about. Mikey Johnston can come on and score goals as a striker. He's been played as a winger. It's going to be up to Mikey Johnston whether he wants to stay at Celtic and play second fiddle. It's as simple as that. Mikey Johnston knows that he can leave Celtic and walk straight into a first team. He could do that tomorrow. So it's going to be interesting, I think, to see whether or not Mikey Johnson wants to stick around and play second fiddle. Because he didn't at the start. He didn't last season. He didn't want to hang around in the team as a winger and get used every few games. He wanted to go out on loan and get game time and play first team football. There's nothing changed. So I think it will come down to Mikey Johnson and whether or not he wants to stay at Celtic. He's on. Come on, Baz. Mikey Johnson's pish. I celebrated when the keeper smashed Mikey Johnston. Give him a break, man. Give him a break. You never know. Tarmac says, has anyone had their pal in their house that doesn't understand the silence when the Celtic fans never shuts up? Kaiser says, smash a like for Mikey Johnson's black eye. Oh, yeah, we're sitting at 174 thumbs up. The current viewers are 526.25, and there's been over 2,497 have watched the video so far. Anyway, Derek is. We've also got Dyson Maida as a third striker. I don't think that Brendan will play him as a third striker. He's always going to be that winger that gives you the pace down the sides. I can't see us changing. Can't see us changing it. And Desmond also says they'll have to make sure that Matt wants to go. He has a guru and meditates and all that stuff. But they punish Jota. Yeah, they punish Jota. Paul Baird says Michael Johnson's okay. Haggis, Neeps and Tatty says if we buy him for 9.5 million, he scores 20 plus goals. He plays at the level he did last season. He'll be worth 18 to 22 million. Says Haggis, Neeps and Tatties. John the truck driving legend coming in from Dunfermline said Mikey Ballon d'Or Johnson for Real Madrid. Mikey Johnson needs to go for his own sake of his own career. I think ever since he said the day that he wants to go and get first team, that kind of sucker punched him, unfortunately. And it's still, yeah. Received enough transfers. Yeah, I think we've done with the outbound transfers for the season has kind of hitting up now. We're going to get to the stage now where we're going to start losing squad players also. Never mind Matt O'Reilly, but this Celtic board seem adamant that they want the 25 to 30 million. If that bid comes in the next week, Matt O'Reilly will be going one way, and that's out the Celtic door, unfortunately. Anyway, one last catch up. We're at 570 votes. I don't think we're going to get to the 600. We've got 600 votes. We've got 571. So 53% is Adam Idah worth 9.5 million. 53% say yes. 47% said no. So if you haven't voted, please do that. Most people that have voted are online at the moment. It's going up very slowly now. It's 572. We'll give that another 5 minutes and we'll call it quits for the evening. There's not a lot of other Celtic news kicking around. Everyone's starting to Celtic signing imminent. Stoke sign Lawwell. Celtic Irish Examiner said Celtic reportedly agree 8.5 million for Ireland's Adam Idah. Celtic confirm 3 million departure. Financial details received. Celtic reached Norwich City agreement over Adam Idah. Yeah, that's all your headlines is going to be tomorrow morning, and then the All Nigeria Soccer. And hats off to the All Nigerian Soccer publication because they've been pumping out Celtic stuff all summer when they had obviously the three players of Nigerian ancestry playing for Celtic in America. Through the statement of their official website, the championship outfit Stoke have announced the signing of Irish-born Nigerian central defender Bosun Lawwell. It's Mohamed Bosun Lawwell from Scottish Premier champion Celtic. The Potters have pulled off the transfer coup, luring the Republic of Ireland under-21 international to the Bet365 Stadium, beating other English football clubs to his signature. Although the fee has not been disclosed publicly by Stoke, it's been confirmed that Lawwell put pen to paper on a 4-year deal until June 30th, 2028. He will be immediately available for selection to the squad. He will not be immediately available due to a short-term injury. So he's actually injured. That's even better. One last check for the evening. Not expecting any other Celtic news coming through. We're at 585. We need 15 votes in. Still want the board out. Packet of custard creams, Baz. Yeah, I could do a packet of custard creams. Not a dime for a while. The fee for is the fee for Adam in euros or pound sterling? It's pound sterling. Pound sterling. £8.5 million with 1 million add-ons. Norwich also have inserted a 15% sell-on clause. 15% sell-on. Right, we've got 10 votes to go. Only 10 votes to go before we close the poll for the evening. The viewers are starting to kick down. It is starting to get later on. 9 votes to go. If you haven't voted, please do. Is Adam Idah worth 9.5 million? 8 votes to go. We're not going to do it, are we? We're just going to have to call it quits to there. Going to end the poll in 5, 10, or 93 votes. We need 7 votes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding ding. We have 596 votes, 97 votes as it stands, 98. 2 more votes. Get the votes in, get us to that 600 so we can get a round number just to make sure. And we're not going to get the 2 votes, are we? Right, time to close it. End poll. Click the button now, and the poll has ended. It should come up in the comments. Is Adam Idah worth 9.5 million? 53% said yes. No was 46%. 46% vote. The poll complete was 598 votes. So that's it. That's how the fans are thinking. I wonder what the bigger Celtic fan base are thinking. My 66-year-old daughter would smash Mikey Johnson. Anyway, 15%, not too bad. Giveaway. I can live with that, says Celtic Boy. Mark says yes. That has been done and dusted for the evening. Celtic will announce it tomorrow. The headlines tomorrow morning, all over the media, will be the fact that Celtic have finally done the deal and signed Adam Idah for 8.5 million, 1 million add-ons, which takes it to 9.5 million, which will make him Celtic Football Club's most expensive football player ever. And Norwich, to rub salt into the wound, have added a little bit of a 15% add-on clause. Anyway, jump on what he says. Is he ready for the zoo? It's Abada, Turnbull, Haksabanovic, Vata, Lawwell with about 20 million in sales. Yes, it is that. That's a comment and a video for another day. Thank you very much for everyone who's watching tonight. There's been over 2,763 people watched. There's currently 484 on the live. Still 2 weeks left of this transfer window. We have 17,960 subscribers on the channel. Can we get to the 18,000 subscribers before Celtic officially announce it in the next 24 to 48 hours that Adam Idah is a done deal and a Celtic player? And on that note, have an absolutely fantastic evening, day, wherever you are, Celtic fans all around the world.